Good to see you.
All right there, Revenants. We've had a little bit of rest. We've had a little bit of sleep. We've had some time to think and different stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to, as you can see, we're going to run all the element resistances we can find here. And we're going to have a pretty healthy amount of resistance to all the different shenanigans, the bullet hell that goes on here in the successor of the ribcage. And we're going to be running EO here, and we're going to make her invincible, basically. So you'll notice here that we don't have any heals for our partner. That's because we're going to be basically invincible the whole time. So I'll show you here what that looks like. So when everything is up and fully running here at one time, what will we look like on our element defenses? So currently we're at 171, 174, 166, and 211. So we're past the 160 mark on all of our items, on all of our element resistances. So it's just enough perfect for us to be pretty much invincible. Now it 160 is just for kind of some of the basic ones, but it won't make us fully invincible for all the shenanigans that are going on in here. Okay, and then we have to do this, and then we have to wait for enough ichor on elemental wall there before we head on in. And elemental wall, and because Field of Thirst only does balance damage, we can use it. As you can see, it does 0 damage, and it gets our ichor back very quickly. And see, EO took a hit there and she didn't take any damage. We took a hit and we didn't take any damage. We take hits and we can get focused pretty easily, pretty quickly here. Okay, and you can see that EO is doing some pretty good damage overall there because of the fact that she's able to withstand basically all of the incoming damage. So she's less worried about what she's doing usually, and she's more worried about what the enemy is doing. So that's very good. Wow, that was crazy. Okay. Okay, and we need our elemental wall. Whoa, she like shot at the ceiling. That was pretty wild. Okay, let's get gift extension going. Let's go ahead and heal one while we can. And we're almost up for a renewal on our items here. Okay. Good. And we'll go ahead and give her one of those. So that gets us 10 ichor, which is great because elemental wall is over and we'll need it. And you can see that EO is not taking too much damage. She is taking a little bit of damage here and there, but nothing too crazy that we should be worried about at the moment. So we'll go for this, and that should maybe get her into a stagger state, which would be really nice. Hopefully our gift extension operates in time here for all of our gifts. Great. We got it off in time. Alright. So EO is definitely moving right along here. And it would be nice to wait for gift extension, but we're going to need the defense here just in case we get hit. And you can see that, again, you know, EO isn't really worried about healing herself or me healing her or anything. She's just going all in, flat out, ready to dominate. Okay, and we'll go for a re-up on our items here. These are just for our benefit. They don't actually do anything for EO, so just keep that in mind. Okay, and again, we see EO did take a little bit of damage there, right? But it's okay because it's not anything that she's going to really regret because she can just back off heal a tiny little bit and she'll be okay. And see, normally that would kill your partner on that fire blast going to the other side. Oh, and she got slapped there pretty hard. Not a problem though for you. Oh, and see, we got hit by some fireballs there, but not a big deal. Eo's definitely doing some good work in there. Okay, let's go ahead and get this going so we can get elemental wall back. Okay. Nice job, Eo. So this is how you pacifist the doggo, is you just make everybody invincible, and it becomes a pretty good fight. Okay. Now we're gonna have to get on this side of it, so that way we have all of our gifts up and running here, because we're gonna need everything here. Okay. Good. Great. And now we'll go for another set of our items here, as we are coming down to kind of the end of the fight. It's okay because we only have one of our items left, which is good enough. And you can see we still have plenty of ichor, we still have plenty of heals. Eo is looking tip-top shape over there. In order to do 100,000 damage, this is how you have to go about it in order to make sure that your partner can actually survive. As you saw in the past 2 episodes, we weren't really able to do really well because our partners were completely dead basically all the time. And now Eo is not really in any kind of danger of going down or having any problems. And so, I mean, she will, take damage here and there, right? But it won't be significant enough that she can't heal herself out of it. Okay, as you can see, she can continue to stagger Aurora here and there. So she's doing really, really good work. Really, really good job, Eo. Now, I didn't have elemental wall up, so she took super damage on that transition there, which is unfortunate. But as you can see, we're in a good way here, not taking damage really at all. Okay, and we've got our last items to go for. Okay. Alright, and that does it for the items, and then we'll go ahead and heal. Good job, Eo. You're doing great. Okay, and our gift extension is not gonna last here. Okay, and let's get some ichor back. So Eo has got just a little bit left here, but this is how you make this fight kind of go away for your partner, because otherwise they just get slapped around so hard, and they can't do anything on their own to defend themselves. So if you play the defensive game for them, they turn out to be really, really in good sorts, because there's really nothing that can harm them severely. Now, if Eo does get to a point here where, she can't heal herself anymore, then we're going to be in a pretty bad manner. But as you can see, she's able to get through it good enough. And even though she's getting slapped pretty hard over there, she's able to cut through Aurora's defenses easily enough and go for the kill, just because of the fact that she's able to, withstand all of the crazy shenanigans that are going around all over the arena and everything, and it makes for a good way to let your partner do the damage where they need to, and you just kind of sit there and do
Please.
nothing. And because we can be hit like all the time, it really does make for a pretty good pacifist way to get through the doggo here. Now you can do this with some other things. You just won't have the amount of healing that we had because Perseus allows for
Shall we
all of
try
this
our
kind of
hand?
at base quality here, just because of what it is and how it has such a good S plus willpower and mind scaling. So you need willpower of S plus or S to get Field of Thirst and Ichor regeneration, but then you need a mind as high as possible, very very high mind for Elemental Wall. And whoops, I want that pure blood. And so that's why this is able to
I
be
found
such a
something valuable today.
huge, amazingly good setup here. And again, we're in the dildo room here. Okay, and let's head back up, and then we'll call it here for this one. Just a little bit of extra sauce here with Io going to be invincible, so she can do the boss fight. So there's always a way in Vayne to make yourself get through wherever you were and wherever you were stuck. All it takes is just a little bit of a thinking game, and you're able to, change it up and make something happen. So that's what I love about Vayne. So anyways, this was Perseus
I
and
will keep
all the element
watch.
resistances in the game as high as possible as we could go with all of them. So thank you all, and we'll see you tomorrow in the Ridge of Frozen Souls probably. See you then.